Hey, whippersnappers, this is Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Hexath'locke Season 5. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me last week, where we didn't have any content. I got home from my trip. I had pre-recorded like 3 weeks of content, and then I got home from my trip and just did not have time to get any recordings done before last week started rolling. And I was like, well, if I can't get some content out, I might as well just take the week and get caught up on recording. So that's what we did, and so I appreciate you guys giving me your patience during that time frame. We'll talk about my trip here in a little bit, but before we do that, let's recap what happened in the last episode. We took on the desert resort, and you guys were kind enough to give me some feedback on which fossil you thought I should take as part of our question of the day. And as you guys can see from the bottom of the screen there, and as well as on the side now, we went with Archon. You guys were pretty resounding like, yeah, go for Archon, that'll work out. And so that's what we did. And so we've got little Petrie on the team now, and we went back. I picked up the fossil and figured I'd just run back and get him revived right now, because there was really no reason not to. He came in at level 25, so it worked out perfectly. That was kind of right where I wanted people to be anyway. So, did that. He knows Pluck, Ancient Power, Agility, and Quick Guard, and he is a quirky nature, which is a neutral nature. So hey, that works out pretty nicely, and I've enjoyed playing around with him for the little bit that I did. Killed a couple of Sandiles and stuff like that, so that worked out very, very nicely. But yes, so we picked up him, also grabbed Diddy, put Ernie back in the box because, well, Toadette's a fighting type now. Figured I could free up the space. So Diddy is here, as well as Petrie. Petrie is taking the space of Gimli for now, because I wanted to use it, and so there we go. Also did some grinding with, like, Bonnie, I think. Yeah, Bonnie is our Sandile. Did some grinding with her. I don't think we're going to be getting to Elsa's gym. Is it Elsa? We'll say Elsa. We won't be getting to the gym, Nimbasa City gym today, probably, because there's a fair bit of plot-related stuff that we've got to take care of. So we'll ease back into the Hexath'locke here, and we'll just get going with that today. So let's jump up here. I believe the daycare guy or the bicycle shop guy. Team Plasma is going to be shaking him down for Pokemon. What kind of nonsense is this? Oh, and he sees us. So we get to once again play Hero, and we're going to be taking on maybe a double battle here. Oh, no. One-on-one. So here we go. Let's take them on. Who did I have up front? Was it Kensei? I think it was Kensei. Alright, so Watchog comes in, and level 18, so that, ooh, we are a little over-leveled. But I haven't been grinding that much. This guy must just be low-leveled, because I didn't grind much. I pretty much only, even in the grinding that I did, only really did it to get people up level with each other. I think the highest level person I had was level 25, so, I don't know. I don't know, the last gym was like 20s or something. Weird. I don't know why these guys are such low level comparatively, but I won't complain too much. Let's go for the Mach Punch here on the Watchog. He's going to detect and just waste all of our time. So that's fantastic. Let's throw the Mach Punch here. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. And Watchog goes down because Toadette is a total beast. She's going to get some XP there. Kensei's going to take a little for himself, and then Trubbish is going to come in. Alright, so let's see. I do want to switch because Trubbish is poison. Well, we haven't seen Petrie yet, so we might as well bring Petrie in. Petrie can't seem to handle it, then we'll try Diddy on for size. And there we go. At this point, while we're doing these battles here, I want to bring you guys up to speed with something I'm doing this week. There's a link down in the description below. You'll see it at the very top of the description there, actually, this week. Yeah, that Pluck does good damage. It was really wrecking Sandiles and stuff, and it just wrecked that Trubbish, which I was not expecting necessarily. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Description down below, though, there is a link to a Survey Monkey survey. Things are going to be changing here a bit at Tortimer the Great Gaming. I've got some things happening in my life. My wife and I are getting a puppy next month, mid-April time frame. Don't worry, guys, there will be, well, there was a picture of him that went up on Twitter last week. There was a National Puppy Day or something, and so I threw up a picture that the breeder had sent us And so I threw that up so you guys can check out Twitter if you guys have not already done so, and you can check that out. Side note, follow me on Twitter because I put out lots of stuff there that I don't put out anywhere else. And so yeah, but things are going to be changing. This is a hobby that takes a long time, and we've talked about this before, but at a certain point it becomes a job, and it's a job I get paid very poorly for. And even as fun as video gaming is, YouTube is a job, because it takes all your time, and I pretty much spend every waking minute that I'm not either hanging out with my wife or at work doing this. And so things are going to change a little bit, but I don't want to make those changes in a vacuum because this channel is really for you guys. And so I've got this survey linked below. There's like less than 10 questions on it. Most of them are multiple choice. There's a couple open form questions there for you guys to kind of do things, you know, fill in just what you want to say. But I would really appreciate it if you guys would go down in the link below and take that survey for me. I'm going to be throwing this out in every video I do this week, but your feedback's going to be pretty crucial, just because, again, this channel is for you guys. So, you know, thank you in advance. Go into the description below, take that quick survey, and I will thank you guys so much. If there are things that you want to say, that, you know, the questions don't necessarily are not necessarily built to allow for. Here, let me continue. Are necessarily built to allow for. Feel free. There's a couple of open forum things. What am I? Sure. Oh no, I don't really want to play dress up. Oh no. Oh no. Here, buddy. Okay. Oh, Kensei, you look wonderful. Oh gosh, why are we doing this? Wow, the two of you did a fast time coordinating everything, utterly charming. If you have a Pokemon to play dressed up, you can participate in the Pokemon musical. Would you please join us? Receptionist can explain everything. Let's say a brief farewell. Alright. We've generally done this kind of stuff in the Hexath'locke. Honestly, I don't really remember anything about this particular side game thing. In general, and I think we've got enough to do this episode, so we're probably going to skip that unless you guys say in the comments down below that, like, it's your favorite thing ever in the world, in which case maybe we'll put it in next episode when we take on the gym. Maybe we'll have a couple of minutes there to play around with in terms of all that. So I guess let me know if that's something you're interested in. Right now, Bianca and her dad are having a fight because her dad's like, "No daughter of mine's gonna play with a red-nosed reindeer," and then she's like, "But Dad, I love him," and everything like that. So the gym leader's getting involved for some reason because apparently they were yelling so loud that she heard them from across town. So that's embarrassing for everybody. But yeah, so hopefully this all ends soon. But yeah, so anyway, again, last time I'm gonna mention it. Survey it's really important to me because I've got to make some changes. I've got to shake things up a little bit just because I need a little bit of I need to spend less time on this, but I want to make sure that the time I'm spending, even if I'm going to continue to spend the same amount of time, is well spent, because there are things, unfortunately, like the Hexath'locke, which kind of struggle to get views these days. And so, you know, if you guys are sick of seeing Pokemon LPs, you know, or Nuzlockes in general, or whatever, then I want to know that. You know, that's not going to change a lot for the near future because there's 6 seasons in the Hexath'locke, so we're going to have to do at least the next season and a half of this. But if you guys have feedback on things like that, I want to hear it so that I can use that to plan the future of this channel. So there we go. I think all of this is winding to a halt, which is fantastic. I think we can potentially go do some plot now in here, maybe? But yeah, so thank you guys again for being just, you know, patient with me as I've kind of been away for a bit of time, which you guys didn't notice a whole lot because I pre-recorded like 3 weeks of stuff. But I don't know what N's doing. They're not here. Let's ride the Ferris wheel and see if we can spot them. I love Ferris wheels. Circular motion, the mechanics. They're like collections of elegant formulas. I don't know, he's like Britishy now? I'm not really sure what's happening there. But I know last week, like, we didn't have any content again, obviously, so, you know, I didn't have time to get to it, as I said. But I didn't have time because I was in Puerto Rico for a week there, and then my wife was on spring break, and she was home, and so you guys know me, I'm kind of a coward, and I don't like to record when my wife's around, so that was difficult. I really didn't have a chance at all, and I ended up working a shift at my parents' business all day Saturday, and then I had some actual work things I had to do on Sunday. It was a whole thing, but so I haven't really had a free second until like right now to sit down and record anything. Yes, I follow N's logic. It's true, your words please me. Ah, then the future I envision. Perhaps I can't beat you here now, but I'll battle you to buy time for these members of Team Plasma to get away. So we just get the reveal that N is a member of Team Plasma, which shouldn't be too surprising given his you know, his dialogue in the rest of the game, talking about the rights of Pokemon and stuff like that. It's like, anyway, and it shouldn't be a surprise based on, like, the opening game graphics and stuff on the start screen, which I sat there and watched for a couple minutes. Alright, so, let's get the Water Pulse going, we'll take care of Sandile. But yeah, so, I was in Puerto Rico, which was actually a lot of fun. My wife and I, with a group from our church, went on a mission trip to Puerto Rico. For a week. We left on a Saturday. We got back on a Sunday. Taramaka. Alright, Kensei can stay in on that. And it was very cool. We met up with another group from another church with some younger guys and younger kids in it. They were mostly college aged, I think, which was a little weird hanging out with them just because I've been out of college for 4 years now, almost. Almost 4 years, and so that was a little odd. Let's see, Scraggy. Let's switch. Let's bring Petrie in. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun. We got to meet some cool people and really just kind of help out the people of Puerto Rico, which was fantastic. You know, spread the message of God's love and everything like that, which was really cool. A cool thing to be able to do. And obviously, Puerto Rico is a territory of America, so it's not like super rugged or anything like that. We were on the west side of the island in kind of a less let's see, Sigalith. Let's bring Dantes in. And so, you know, we got to do some cool things. We got to help do some renovations on some houses. Well, not really I guess you could call it renovations. We on some houses of some not very well-off families in the neighborhood of the church that we were working with, and so we got to help these people out a lot. You know, there's all the houses down there have to be hurricane-proof, so they're all like made of cement blocks. So that's kind of a nice thing because even like the most run-down house, you know, kind of like a fresh coat of paint and a power washer and a fresh coat of paint, and that house is as good as new, essentially. And so that was cool. We did a lot of painting, which really helped spruce up the houses, a lot of cleaning, and just a lot of spending time with people, which was really cool. Just kind of getting to know these people. Some of these kinds of people, you know, don't get the time of day from anybody else, and we got to spend some time with them, really kind of talk to them, at least as well as we could. My wife did a lot more talking to people than I generally did, because in Puerto Rico it is mostly bilingual, but there are people down there who large in a way only speak Spanish, and my wife, Mrs. Gray, is she's fluent in Spanish, and so she is a junior high Spanish teacher, which is why she had spring break off and everything like that. But is this an actual? Oh yeah, I'll buy a couple of these while we're talking because I had to use a couple. I got locked into a really rough battle with a wild Sandile. at one point, or maybe it was a trainer Pokemon. But I had to use a couple of these things. But yeah, so she did a little more talking than I did, just because some of the people we came up with, some of the like poor people that we would deal with, you know, didn't necessarily have the English background that, you know, some of the other people on the island obviously did. And so we got to, you know, she spent a lot of time talking to them, and we just kind of spent time in fellowship with those people, did some good work for like the mission organization that we were at. They had a house that they had missionaries in all the time, and so we did some good work for them just to kind of facilitate their ability to continue to bring people down there to do good work in their community there. It was really nice just to kind of, you know, get to, you know, so people, there's a saying out there that says, preach the gospel, use words when necessary. And that really, all that means is to go out and do what Jesus told us to do, which was, you know, his 2 commandments are to love him and to love your neighbor. And so we went out and we just loved our neighbors. We did a lot of work in the service realm, and we, you know, I didn't get to talk to them a whole lot, but, you know, the people that we did, we got to tell them why we were there, and then we just got to show them love through our actions. And you know, the people that we did get to do good works for really were touched and appreciated it, which was very, very cool. I encourage anybody to go out and to just even just in your own community, because you don't need to travel to find people in need. There's people in need all over the world, in every community, in every country. You can't get away from just that, and you just got to open your eyes and just, you know, even just talking to somebody who you know, normally would, you know, you would kind of look the other way. You know, it helps them so much, and you'll get more out of it than even they will probably. So it was a great experience. I appreciate you guys being patient with me. And I think I'm gonna call it a day there. We did that. That actually went a little bit quicker than I expected, although at this rate, I probably couldn't. I wouldn't want to try and cram the gym. I think this is the gym here. So we will be doing the gym next time, and if you guys are interested in the musical, is that what that thing was called? If you guys are interested in the musical, we'll do that as well. But yeah, so next time we will come back and take on the Nimbasa City Gym, the electric gym. We will probably be substituting a couple of people out, maybe like Kensei and Petrie will be out, and we'll grab Bonnie and maybe Ernie, just to avoid weaknesses and things like that, so we'll get some more people in, and maybe we'll even get some screen time for Diddy, because we didn't actually do any of that this episode. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you for your patience, and if you guys have any questions about my mission trip or anything for that matter, feel free to put those in the comments below. And the question of the day would be, if you could travel to one place, where would you want to go? It was really nice being in Puerto Rico, living in the northern sections of America. It was cold, and then we went to Puerto Rico and it was 85 and sunny, so the weather was certainly very nice while we were there as well, on top of everything else. So yeah, where would you want to go? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, anyway, I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, leave those likes, comments, and subscriptions, guys, and don't forget about the survey. Make sure to go to the link and answer the survey questions there, and I greatly appreciated it. And yeah, I've been Tortimer the Great. You've been great. I think I said that. Alrighty, have a good one. Bye-bye.